I've been waiting my entire life to sit down in front of this camera with you, Tyler, and Christopher, and to tell you what I'm about to tell you, and to go into what I'm about to go into, which has, in my mind, been what I would call like top secret. You know, I don't show people these things because of what it means for the human race, but the time is right. The time is now, and now is the time.
Hello, Mr. Stanley Hutchinson. So what is the invention that you wish to share with us today?
Hello. Today, I would like to share with you the frequency gate program, which I've been running from my bedroom, and which will change the future of the human race forever. It's a lot like the Montauk project, if you're familiar with that. We also have a bundle of fiber optic cables that come out of the bottom and go into a series of data servers. We can accumulate upwards of a terabyte of data per second, so about the same as CERN, if you're familiar with that. Anyway, what it's really doing is it's interacting with the electromagnetic fields that make you up. It's interacting with the energetic electromagnetic density of your being, and directly. The crystals can tune the chakras in ways that we used to be able to do naturally, and over time we lost this ability, not because we lost it as much as it was taken from us, stolen from us. We were able to go where now it seems like no man has ever gone before, but really everyone had been, and that unto levels of consciousness and conscious awareness that we're not able to tap into anymore because of the extraterrestrials coming down and blocking us from those dimensional densities. I mean, I really got into channeling, and I went through the phase, you know, where everybody thinks that they're the reincarnation of Christ, and they're not. And then you got past that, and then I encountered Lady Master Nada, and she transferred me the designs for the gate, which is right here, and now is, you know, it's physical. You can touch it. And I look at it more as a way of reinstating what should be a human birthright, which is the ability to tap into these other densities, these other levels of physical and spiritual, external and internal levels of understanding. Frequency gate can tune those electrical signals in the brain, just like the filter of the human senses can, and you can force feed these things. You can drive it. You can create it. Let's say you want to go to the moon. Let's say you want to be in zero gravity. Frequency gate puts the controller for reality at your fingertips. You can experience what it's like to be in zero gravity. You can experience what it's like to be on the moon, because there's no difference. You're just tuning yourself into it. Now the frequency gate is running off of 0 point energy. So it's actually, this empty space around us is not empty. It is energetic. It is full of radiant energy, of subtle energy, of potential that's between me that you can power planets with if you know what you're doing. So the gate runs off of that. But there's other systems that have been around before, like the Baghdad battery found in Egypt. There's the pyramids are over unity systems on the ley lines that they lie on, powered by the sun. This right here is a magnetic system that George Green would be pointing out. I'm going to have it stay right there. Now this is the North Pole is on the outside. We have the South Pole in the center, and it tries to compensate because of the gap. It's always trying to compensate for it, and that compensation creates motion. There are other people that talk about free energy, like John Hutchinson, John Benini, Thomas E. Bearden. Those people are all extremely important. So I'm going to get it to a point where it stays still, and let's see if we can get it. Let's see if we can make it move. And if you use jeweler's bearings, I hear that's the secret, is jeweler's bearings. So the word is out. And you can look all these things up online. There's actually quite a few. There's actually a semi-endless amount of things. Of course, if you want to take out the New World Order, one way to do that is with free energy. It literally is endless. There's 0 point batteries using the Casimir effect, is I believe what it was called. There we go. Yes, there is a lot of hoaxes out there. But yes, there is actual free energy, and yes, it does exist. Don't believe what you're being told. And don't pay the prices they want to for taxing you for carbon, life-giving gas. Let's check out the gate. The crystals take a lot of gain, and they really need a lot of power, and that's why we use 0 point, not only because it's also free, and we never could afford the power bill to begin with, but we don't need to. Anyway, the crystals, like I said, they take a lot of gain, and they really are super highly hyper-directional. They're not as focused as they would need to be, but I'll fix that before we get this thing going. And that stuff comes down the wires, and that goes down into the grounding plates, which are actually controlled by a modified, normal, everyday 56K modem. And that's pretty awesome. And those keep me from electrocuting myself, they keep me grounded, they keep you from going completely insane. So they serve multiple purposes. When you're in the gate, you can actually see crystals. There's a reason that quartz crystal and crystal in general is in all your electronics, including the camera you're using, Tyler, to film me right now. This right here, I'll be able to actually see what it's doing. And actually, this reminds me, one time when I was in Frequency Gate, I was there and there was this really crazy man that came up to me really fast. It looked just like Ariel's dad from The Little Mermaid, but he didn't have a trident. He had a rainbow rod, and he jammed it in my forehead. So you never know what you're going to find when you're inside the gate, ever. One time I had that. That was insane. And, yeah. So you got to watch out. Anyway, we have the Cerulean Crystal, too. The Cerulean Crystal is awesome. Anybody that knows anything about Cerulean crystals knows that the Romanian government funds it with over $1 million a year. So they believe in Cerulean photography and the crystals and everything. But what it really allows us to do, and what it's going to allow you to do, is it allows you to convert the energetic fields into visible light. So you'll be able to actually see Frequency Gate working. And if I was to hold the crystal up, you'd be able to actually see the energy coming from the crystals themselves. So that's, I mean, it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me. Let's slide into the first stage of intensity.
Oh my god.
It's mellow, but it rolls over my body, my mind, my soul. This level is very relaxed, and it heals the body and repairs DNA. Sliding into stage 2. Oh, it's getting more intense. I'm sliding around 8 hertz. You can still hold on to the body at this frequency, so you can speak and move somewhat normally. But you also feel the pure vibration of divine love. If you become afraid, fears are greatly intensified. You must be careful. The next level will release me from my body. Barely even imagine. First time. The third stage will show slowness for only. Wait. Stronger. It's never. Oh no! I can't control it. I can't control it. No! It's got me!
Stanley! Oh god, shit, what just happened? Chris, what the fuck just happened?
I think the power went out.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Is he dead?
I don't know.
Let's just get the fuck out of here!
Wait, shouldn't we call the cops or something?